Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to tell you that I believe that the video that I'm about to make is the best video that I've ever made, and it's the best bit of information I've ever shared with anybody. And I feel a bit sad because I think very few people are actually going to click onto this video and watch it. And part of it is because I can't really create a title or a good thumbnail that will describe exactly this kind of concept that I want to teach you today, because it's never really been discussed before. It's a brand new thing. So consider yourself very lucky if you have clicked onto this video. And what this video is actually going to be about is how you can receive any payment via just a normal fiat transfer payment, like a bank transfer, TransferWise, Revolut, PayPal, whatever you want, right? And receiving those funds in cryptocurrencies. So the idea is, let's just say you've got a boss, right? And he wants to send you your wages. I've made a crude diagram here, forgive me for the crudeness of it. And he wants to send you your payment. Let's just say he wants to send you this week's payment of $1,000, right? So, but you decide that you want to receive those funds in, let me get out of here. You want to receive those funds as cryptocurrency because, you know, you're trying to debank. And that's the goal of this channel. The goal of this channel is to help you debank. So you've decided, screw it with the banking system. I don't want to own a bank anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with the banking system. Maybe you're even crazy enough to even close your bank account down. How are you going to receive a bank transfer payment from your boss? Let's just call him Bob. He wants to send you $1,000, but you only want to receive Bitcoin. Now, mind you, Bob is a boomer. He's never even heard of Bitcoin before. He only understands how to send a bank transfer payment. So how can you receive funds from Bob as cryptocurrency, and he wants to send you funds via bank transfer, but you don't even own a bank account? How can you do that? So you're going to employ a concept that I call third-party trading. Third-party trading involves another person to help you receive those funds. So what is going to happen is, I'm going to go and make this, add a little more context to the video. So what you do is you use a P2P cryptocurrency platform. Now this video might already be a bit too long, so I don't want to go into all the nitty-gritty about what a P2P cryptocurrency trading platform is. My whole channel is devoted to debanking and P2P cryptocurrency trading. So if you need the down low on what exactly a P2P cryptocurrency trading platform is, you might want to check out some of my other videos first. I just don't want to clog up this video with too many things already. But what you can do in this platform is that you can here we go. I think this one's better. Okay, so in my videos, I'm always talking about how on a P2P cryptocurrency trading platform, you can buy cryptocurrency using a variety of payment methods. So on a traditional centralized trading platform, you can only do it by bank transfer, and you've got to send the funds directly to the exchange, and that's how you're able to acquire Bitcoin. But on a P2P cryptocurrency trading platform, you can use any payment method you want in order to receive, in order to get Bitcoin. So I'm going to use one that I'm familiar with, and that's one called TransferWise. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for a seller that accepts third-party payments, and you'll see where I'm going with this in a moment. So all the ones here at the beginning, oh wait, sorry, I got to change windows. It's the other one here. All the ones in the beginning that you see at the start, they typically won't accept third-party transfers, right? Because for them, it seems like there's a bit of risk involved, and they just want to deal with people directly. They don't want to accept payments from anybody else except you. But what you want to do is you want to find a seller that is okay with receiving payments from somebody else, and then when they receive those payments from somebody else, they'll release the USDT in this case, right? So I want to show here. I have to log on. I don't want to log on because I don't want to dox myself. But hang on, maybe if I can show it to you like this. Okay, I think this one's fine. All right, let's go again. So I'll look at TransferWise. I want to open the example so I can show you what I'm talking about here. If I click on this guy here it wants me to log on, right? Okay, all right, we won't worry about that for now, but let me, if I scroll down here, there are a number of people that are selling, right? And they all have their own different conditions for what they'll accept. So some of them will accept, as you can see, there are all these different payment methods here. And the one that frequently, where people frequently are okay with third-party payments is one called TransferWise. And a number of these people here at the top who offer the best rates aren't going to necessarily offer third-party payments as an option, but it also depends on what time of the day it is. Because this is US dollars, this is very time sensitive to American time zones. So when right now it's nighttime in America, so there's not many people selling, but frequently you'll find that you can get a third-party seller for as little as like 2%, which is pretty good. But I can't use that as an example because I can't show you. So let's go into local coin swap. Local coin swap is an exchange you can sign up with without KYC. It's non-custodial. I've already got TransferWise in here, and if I scroll through, I should be able to find someone that is okay with accepting payment without KYC. Now this guy wants KYC, so let's ignore him. Let's look for somebody else. No KYC required, right? So if you find a trade for no KYC, that also means that they're okay with third-party payments, right? Because if the person requires KYC, that person's going to ask for a picture of your identification, and which is going to disrupt your chances of actually doing a third-party payment. So if you want to be really certain about whether or not a seller is okay with third-party payments, you can open up a trade with them and just confirm with them, say, hey, look, I'm selling by third party. Are you okay with that? If they're not, they'll let you know. And if they are, then, well, that's good, right? So you've got Bob on the other line. Let me get the image again. So you've got Bob here, and he's your boss, and he wants to send you $1,000. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up a trade. Let me get rid of this again. You're going to open up a trade on local coin swap, and you're going to type in $1,000, right? Because this is what Bob is going to send you. So Bob's going to send you $1,000. You're going to put buy Tether for USDT for $1,000. You're going to open a trade with this person. And then what's going to happen is this person is going to send you his payment details on TransferWise, right? You're then going to copy these payment details from this person on local coin swap, and you're going to give it over to Bob. You're going to give it over to your boss, who's going to send you your wages, right? And he's going to send, your boss is then going to send $1,000 by TransferWise to this third party, to this person on local coin swap. And when this person on local coin swap, this seller, when he receives those funds from Bob, he will then release those funds to you. So then you've got Tether instead of funds via bank transfer, right? I need to repeat this a couple of times because I've tried to explain this to people, and I understand that it's just kind of a bit of a mouthful and it's kind of difficult to wrap your head around. So let's go back to the diagram, right? So your boss has sent $1,000. You've opened up a trade. You're on the circle on the left here. Let me get back in. Oops, sorry. I hope this is clear for you because it's a little bit of a mind bend, right? So you're in the left circle, right? And you've opened up a trade with this third party, this middle circle here, and this third party is someone from local coin swap or another peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchange. You've opened up a trade with him, and he's now sent you payment details. That's going to come in the form of an email, BSB, an account number, all these various things, right? He's going to send you the payment details, maybe even instructions. You're then going to copy these details, and you're going to send it to Bob, your boss, right? So now your boss has payment details to send you, because remember, you don't have a bank account. You've decided to debank and be like Debank Dave. You don't want to own a bank account anymore. And your boss now has a bank account to send funds to. He's going to send funds to your third party. Now, mind you, your boss doesn't have to know. I mean, maybe you can if you want. You can explain to your boss about your payment situation, but your boss doesn't have to know about peer-to-peer trading. He doesn't have to know about debanking. He doesn't have to even know what cryptocurrency is. Just say, Bob, these are the payment details that I'm accepting funds from. If you want to pay me, send it to these things, right? Send it to these payment details, right? So you send those payment details to your boss. Your boss will then send those funds to those payment details, which will go to your third party. That's the person you're dealing with on local CoinSwap or one of these other peer-to-peer trading platforms. And then when the third party on local CoinSwap or one of these other peer-to-peer trading platforms receives those funds from your boss, from Bob, he will then release the funds that are in escrow in the form of USDT or Bitcoin or whatever, and he released those funds to you, right? And then you'll say, well, this person on local CoinSwap or whatever, this third party that I'm dealing with, won't you find it strange that he's received funds from Bob and not you? Well, there's two things here, right? So first, you've already confirmed with this person on local CoinSwap or wherever that you're sending funds by third party. So he's already okay with it if he sends funds by someone else's name. And secondly, if you're dealing with a KYC-less exchange like local CoinSwap or some of the others that I'll recommend, the person who's the third-party trader isn't even going to know what your name is in the first place. For all he knows, you're Bob, right? So it doesn't really make a difference to him. So when he receives those funds, he's going to release the funds to you, and that way we've got a full circle going on. Bob, who doesn't even know what cryptocurrency is sending your payment via bank transfer, via Revolut, via PayPal, via TransferWise, via N26, via whatever, to your third party. Third party receives the payment. He then releases those funds that are in escrow when you open the trade to you, and that way you've been able to receive your payment from your boss in the form of cryptocurrency. Pretty cool, right? I hope you were able to understand all that. I want to dive into a few other little tidbits for you here to give you some further ideas about what you should and shouldn't do in this situation. So local CoinSwap is one that I recommend the most on my channel because there's no KYC to sign up, which means that all the people that you're dealing with don't know who you are, right? All that matters to them is that they received payment. If they received payment, they'll release funds to you, right? So they don't need any KYC. And it's also non-custodial as well, so the funds aren't necessarily kept on the exchange and is not put into a big pool of funds with all the other people's funds, right? So that's pretty neat. So I recommend using local CoinSwap. If you're interested in using local CoinSwap for third-party trading, you can use my referral link in the description down below. But I also had Bybit open here. Now I couldn't use Bybit as a perfect example because I didn't sign on because I didn't want to like dox myself. So I couldn't really use it as an example. But the reason why I wanted to use Bybit as an example is because you can see the rates are pretty good here. When you see $1.01 for US dollars, that's really 1% above market rate. When you see $1.02, you're seeing 2% above market rate. Which, if you're dealing on a centralized trading platform, P2P trading platform like Binance or Bybit, even though I've got problems with the fact that they're KYC and they've got all these other problems, their rates are much better because they're seen as much more trustworthy by buyers and sellers. So you can get a much better rate. Whereas if you are on, say, local CoinSwap, this person wants to charge 7.5% above market rate. Now, to be fair, this is just the first one that I clicked onto. So if you were browsing through local CoinSwap, after a while, you could probably find one that will give you a better rate. But overall, you're going to be paying more than what you would be paying on a centralized exchange like Bybit or Binance, just because it's a safer exchange because it's KYC and whatnot. So that's local CoinSwap. Another one that I want to recommend is also using one called HODL. HODL and local CoinSwap, one of the differences is that HODL is like totally non-custodial in every way, shape or form. There's no funds stored on the platform. You're dealing directly with the person that you're trading with. And if you're really hardcore about not dealing with any centralization on a P2P cryptocurrency trading platform, like if you're devoutly devoted to decentralized trading, then HODL is literally the best in my experience. And the other thing I want to show you is that if you're trading euros, HODL HODL is really good for SEPA transfers. That's like a basic bank transfer, right? And if I go through here, there's a number of offers. And at the very top, as I mentioned, like the cheapest and best rates, they want KYC. Second one also is KYC. If I click on this third one here, this third one here says that it needs KYC and no third party. But what about this fourth one here? Okay, how neat is that? This one here, it says no KYC. So yeah, you don't need to give any KYC. And if you don't need to give KYC, then that means by default they'll accept third party. It won't matter who they receive funds from. So if you're interested in trading SEPA transfer, N26, some of these other European payment methods, HODL HODL is really good for that. And I think the rates are actually pretty good, maybe 5%, which is, you might think 5% above market rate is expensive, but for being able to accept for no KYC and third party trading, that's actually pretty good, right? And the other two recommendations that I wanted to give here are related to Monero. So let's just condense everything that I said before about third party trading and whatnot. And let's just say, instead of receiving USDT or Bitcoin like you would on local coin swap or on Bybit or on HODL HODL, maybe you want to go one step further in anonymity and you want to receive Monero. I'll probably make a separate video about this in the future. But this is really cool if you're just absolutely hardcore about anonymity. So Boss, who's a boomer, doesn't even know what Bitcoin is, doesn't know what a shitcoin is. Even his grandson hasn't had the time to tell him what Bitcoin is. But you want to receive Monero from Bob. Bob's only got a bank account or a TransferWise or whatever. You don't have any of those things, but you want to receive Monero. Do all the things that I mentioned, but do it via BitValve or another one that I recommend called BitPapa, because those are peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchanges that have Monero as a payment method. So you can receive Monero in exchange for like TransferWise. So let's get to the meat and potatoes here. So I've got I'm going to select Monero. So I want to receive Monero in exchange for TransferWise. I use TransferWise a lot as an example because most people have access to TransferWise. It's also kind of like a bank transfer payment as well. I'm going to assume that Bob has access to Wise, but maybe he's also SEPA. We can also do SEPA as well. Let's use SEPA as an example. Don't want to just keep harping on about Wise, because I really like TransferWise. I think it's great. But let's just click on this offer here. Okay, so this guy requires KYC. So let's just go back to TransferWise so I can give a good example. So I'm going to go click on Monero, go through to Wise. I'm going to scroll through down to the bottom because it's more likely that you're going to find someone. Okay, we'll just click on this one here. Alright. So if it doesn't mention, by the way, if it doesn't mention about KYC or not, if it doesn't say we require KYC, the standard on the exchanges with the sellers is that means they don't require KYC. And if they don't require KYC, then they're okay with third-party trading. But again, you can always ask the person that you're dealing with if they accept KYC, just to make sure that there's no confusion. But let's just scroll through here, TransferWise. Let's just see if he accepts. Make it clear. Alright, so I can guarantee this person, he hasn't mentioned it, but I can guarantee this person does not require any KYC. He does not require any, he has no rules in particular about third-party trading. And so what you would want to do is you would want to open a trade with him and just say, hey, I'm sending by third party. Are you okay with that? He's probably going to be okay. He would then send you his payment details of TransferWise. Maybe it comes in an email, a phone number, Wise tag, maybe a payment link. You're then going to copy that, send it to Bob, your boss. Your boss is then going to send those funds to this seller on BitValve, and then when the seller receives those funds on BitValve, he's then going to release the Monero that's in escrow to you. Therefore, you've done it again. You've received funds via third party, and you've gotten Monero instead of Bitcoin or USDT this time, which is really cool. And just lastly, just because I think this is useful, you can also use a website called BitPapa. It's one that I'm starting to speak more about these days. I'm not a huge fan of the website just yet because I haven't used it as much as the other three that I've mentioned already. But it does, since local Monero has closed, it's clearly getting more and more volume. I think it is going to be required that more and more people sell on here to give better rates, but I can't say it's bad so far. Okay, this guy at the top here, no KYC, third party okay, but he's got 0 feedback. So just, I mean, if you're okay with that, it's fine. But let's go look at this person here. Yeah, again, there's no information about him requiring KYC, so third party is fine. So as I mentioned, what you'd do is you'd open a trade with this person, send the details to Bob, your boss. Your boss is then going to send funds to this person that you're seeing here, and then he's going to release the Monero to you, and then boom, you've received payment from your client, your boss, a refund, whatever it is, whatever payment that you want to receive, you can receive as crypto, USDT, Bitcoin, Monero, and all anonymously, right? Because you're probably going to be using these non-KYC P2P trading platforms. So you can anonymously receive payment. So if you want your payment to be anonymous, receive it anonymously, take my recommendations, use my referral link in the description down below for HODL HODL, Local CoinSwap, BitPapa, and BitValve. These are places in which you can do third-party trading, but you can also use Bybit to do third-party trading. It is a very big thing on that P2P trading platform as well. And even though I'm against the KYC aspect, as I'm sure many of you are as well, what's good about it is you'll get good rates. So if you don't mind the fact that you have to give KYC to use that platform, then it's good because you'll get good rates, right? So thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe, because I'm making videos daily about these kinds of niche debanking ideas. I think they're pretty neat. I think it's something that will help a lot of you out. And yeah, and I'll see you next time. See you later.